switch on the side is here. Put your DOS diskette in the A drive. Turn it on. I want to review quickly the things that we did yesterday. We covered a little bit about DOS, just preparing and preparing for diskettes, what to do, what not to do with them. Identified the use of DOS. DOS provides that foundation level for the computer, that ground state on which all software rests, which all software depends on it to run. Look at the keyboard, various combinations there, which are useful in Lotus, and a few DOS commands. Okay, so when you turn on your computer, when it warms up, a few things you got to put in. Put in the date, dashes or slashes. You don't need the 19 for the year, and you don't need to put in the day of the week. It's kind of a confusing prompt. And the time, just the hours and the minutes, military time, should be no problem. For what? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. If you get something like that, it talks about IBM Personal Computer Basic. Then it means you need to reboot. Maybe when you started up, maybe this wasn't just right. The DOS diskette maybe wasn't in, or maybe the latch wasn't closed. If you need to, if you get something which shows IBM Computer Basic and you've got some squares along the bottom of the screen, like you do Control, Alternate, and Delete to restart the computer. Control and Alternate keys over here, and then press Delete if you need to reboot. It didn't come up right the first time.
You can't return here.
Oh, okay. Oh, are we here?
Like I should hit return. It should give me a stretch check.
See what it is. You have that B drive? You have your Lotus disk in the A drive. Then take your DOS diskette out of the A drive and put your Lotus disk in the A drive. Always the system disk goes in the A drive. The system disk is the one you get from the store, the usual disk that runs the software, runs the program. Okay, do just a directory. Don't type Lotus yet. I'm going to do a couple things with DOS. This is a manual for the disk operating system. This contains 100 or so utilities, file management utilities, housekeeping type functions, copying files, erasing files, renaming files, changing disk drives. This is actually the most commonly used software because this underlies the running of all other software. Every computer has some type of version of DOS. Some type of DOS. Apple computers have their own Apple disk operating system. K-Pros, they use CPM, Control Program for Microcomputers, another DOS. Zenith computers use C-DOS, Zenith DOS. And IBM uses IBM DOS. DOS is what you want to load before you have other software run, like Lotus 123. It kind of rests on top of the functioning of DOS. DIR was the main DOS command that we needed to know. We also did a disk copy, or also did a copy of a file from one drive to the other drive. Put your data disk in the B drive, your student data disk in the B drive. Okay, switch over to the B drive. How do you do that again? B colon. And do it for how to do a directory are loaded when you boot the computer. That's one of the things it's doing before it asks date and time. It tells the computer and refreshes the computer's memory how to do a directory, how to type out a file, how to copy files from one drive to another, how to rename files, erase files. And they usually work with the same type of grammar. You say what you want to do, or like you copy what you want to do, what file you want to copy, and then where you want to copy it to. Very 1, 2, 3, logical step. Copy this file to this drive. Say copy. Let's try to take one of those. Let's pick a file on the A drive. Go back to the A drive, do a directory. And take a pick of one of those files. Which one looks good? Something not too big. You can see how big the files are by that middle column. That's how big they are in terms of bytes. Auto exec, okay. Copy from the A drive, go into A drive directory, and you'll see one called auto exec. That's written like this. Auto like car, exec like executive, and B, bat, like Batman. What this stands for though is actually a batch of files which executes automatically when you boot your computer. To see what that is, type autoexec.bat. Type the word type and then autoexec.bat. Say what you want to do. You want to type out a file, and what file you want to type out. From the A drive, type autoexec.bat.
Is it type colon?
Colon type just space and then autoexec.bat. Period. Oh, you have that? Yeah, that. Oh. Right. Oh, you have the we have the host is. So just switch drive. Or switch to this. Okay. Okay. What's in that file? Autoexec.bat. File. Oh, auto-exec. Let's see. One thing you can do, you can press the F3 key and the previous command will be repeated. You press the F3 key. Oh, you don't? Oh, do you have? Oh, that's on the Patuxent 1, 2, 3. Put that in the A drive. The 1, 2, 3 disk is in the A drive. Then press F3. F3 is a typing saver. Press the F3 key. Whatever you typed previously will come up again in DOS. It only works in DOS when you're on DOS level, on this ground level. Okay? That autoexec.bat file has the commands date, time, and lotus. It asks you for the date, as you put in the time, and then automatically starts lotus. If you boot this disk, it'll go automatically into lotus. Okay? If you copy it to the B drive, copy autoexec.bat to B drive. Say the word copy here, autoexec.bat B drive. Okay, do one more directory of the B drive, and it should be over there. What does it say if you copy successfully? What does it say? Yep, one file copied. Did everybody get one file copied? Okay. Back to the A drive then. A colon. Now let's make this autoexec.bat file work. Just hold down Control, Alt-Shift, and Delete. put in the date, have the other person put in the date. It's good to put in the correct date because the computer uses that for the directory. It'll say what time that file was last updated. This is useful when you get more and more files, because you may not remember the name of a file that you did, but you know, well, I did last Tuesday. You can look on your directory and see what files were last updated on Tuesday. Especially on an IBM XT, that's useful. There are some utilities where you can sort your files in your directory by date. Put them in order by when they were created. So it's good to put in the date, otherwise they'll all come out looking like they were created on January 1st, 1980. So that's the date that the computer assumes from the start, until you tell it otherwise. Okay. Are you up into Lotus? See, it automatically took you into Lotus. You can do that with your disks. Put Lotus in an autoexec.bat file, so that after the date and time, it automatically types Lotus for you and takes you up to the Lotus Access System. It's around here. Here, Lotus works with a highlighting and pressing return method for choosing the commands. That way you don't have to memorize a lot of different commands. We covered yesterday some of the, after the disk operating system, some basic Lotus commands. And then today, did everybody bring in some practical applications, something from your office environment to work on? If not, maybe get that for lunch. Last part of the afternoon, we want to try to get some troubleshooting. Maybe some kind of spreadsheet like this showed a couple visions of possibilities with Lotus, things that you could make, personal budget. We made something similar to this, where the total expenses could have a, what type of formula? Yeah, that sum formula, that at sign sum formula. Sum all these, and when you change one number, it automatically changes the total expenses. Maybe even a large one. Now that you've had a little experience with making formulas, see that this checkbook program with the checks and the date the check was written, checks here and the deposits indented a little bit, uses a formula over to the right with balance. That takes the cell above and subtracts out cell 2 to the left, adds in whatever is 1 to the left, and gets a new total. It goes like a triangle all the way down. So when you change one number, it automatically changes the whole balance. This might be one of the applications you would make. As I said, Lotus is the most popular spreadsheet. I showed these articles from the InfoWorld magazine that show that Lotus 123 has the lion's share of the market in spreadsheets. And spreadsheets are most popular. It's the most popular use for personal computers in the corporate world, followed by financial analysis and word processing. Okay. We're all at this stage. To highlight the option you want, 1, 2, 3, and then press return. That'll give you this on the screen. Takes you to this point. Press any key to continue. We're still kind of on our way up. Makes it sounds like a bullfrog.